I am Jack Nish, and I am a film photographer. I've been shooting film for like a year and a half now, I think, something like that. It's kind of my first way I got into the photography in general. I shoot film instead of digital. Film is it's a acetate base, and it has chemicals on it, so it's actually a chemical process instead of an electronic process to take the pictures. It also means you have a set amount of photos that you can take in a roll, whereas like a digital camera, you take a lot of pictures, so you can just take thousands of them before you ever have to do anything. That's kind of like what the appeal is to me. I have a small collection of cameras. So this is my Canon FX. I got it as my first camera. My sister gave it to me for Christmas. This is what really got me into film photography. I really enjoy using it. It's from the late 60s, and it's entirely mechanical. There is a spot for batteries, but you don't actually need to have batteries in it to use it. This is my Kiev 88. It was made anywhere from the late 80s to the early 90s, and it's from Ukraine. It's a knockoff of a Hasselblad camera. I really enjoy shooting this. It is a medium format camera, so the film is actually the size of the square in the back. This piece is removable. The whole camera comes apart. This is what you load the film into. It's a very cool camera to use. Very hard to use though. This is my Minolta X9. It's made in the early 90s. I haven't used it a lot, but it is really easy to use. It's the last few in the era where they still had mechanical winding, but most of the cameras had electronics in them at this point, so the only thing you're really doing was moving the lens or moving the film over, and so it's a lot easier to use than the other two cameras. This is my EOS Elan 7. It's like the last film camera Canon made, so it has a ton of features that digital cameras have had and so you don't have to do much to shoot with this one. I like taking pictures of objects. I'm not a big fan of taking pictures of people because people are annoying and they move a lot, and so it's like kind of irritating to take pictures of them. And I like shooting like nature and stuff like that because it's just kind of peaceful. I like shooting what's called a trichrome, where I use black and white film with 3 color filters, and so one is red, one's green, one's blue. It makes up the RGB spectrum. With that, you have to set up your camera and keep it perfectly still, and then we go take a red picture, a blue picture, and a green picture. Once I get those developed, I have to put them into Photoshop and merge them back together. And with that, it gives you a really cool effect because things that move in the picture will only be captured by one of the red, green, or blue filters. And so there's a lot of phantom objects and images in them. And like trees blowing, they are like a spectrum of RGB. And so it kind of like a trippy effect. I like it. It's a lot of the process is what is enjoyable about it.